everyone, of course, welcome to the next edition of Forum Bites. In this episode, we have a conversation about the challenge with forum duration. You know, when it goes from 4 hours to 5 hours to 6 hours and then totally out of control. So you believe your forums are going on too long. They're going past your agenda and they're going for 5, 6, 7 hours. Now, firstly, a long forum actually isn't a problem because it may be needed. For example, are you introducing new members, so you have to have lifelines? Is there a major issue that's come up which has pushed the forum over because you must talk about it now? But it's when the forums continually go over time because of, I suppose, bad preparation is where it gets an issue. See, I know from personal experience, if my forum goes beyond 5 hours, my brain goes to mush. Not because of the bad forum experience, it's just simply because I'm exhausted. So what do you do to try and make sure you stay on target? Firstly, recommendation I would give is make sure that your forum people are prepared. For example, do they fill out their roundup forms before the meeting? Do they grab those forms and share them with the actual forum before the meeting? So as you know, everyone can read them beforehand and then actually answer, hopefully, some of the questions so they don't have to ask them in forum, saving you time. Some forums also meet up 30 minutes before the forum. So in other words, let's say your forum is scheduled to start at 2, you actually start at 1:30, which gives you 30 minutes before the official forum start to just catch up. To catch up on life, to catch up on what's happened, to get that banter out of the way, to remove it from the forum, to actually save you time. When you get into forum, obviously it's important to have someone like a timekeeper, not normally the moderator. You have enough to manage. But obviously you allocate this role to one of the forum people. So in other words, when someone has a roundup, let's say you give them 5 minutes for their roundup. They start their timer and when it hits 4 minutes, they give them the 1 minute warning. In other words, they've only got 1 minute left before they have to finish. Making sure that your agenda is set out, making sure that you have allocated time for coaching, allocated time for unexpected presentations is really important. So in other words, you set out your plan and have it agreed with everyone beforehand. But the biggest thing about keeping people on time isn't necessarily, in my experience at least, having prepared or of course naturally an agenda which is set out. It's having the moderator understand when they need to deviate from that agenda. Sometimes people will bring up in your forum items that are the 5% and you believe, knowing that individual, that they need to talk about that major issue right now. They may be in the middle of an actual presentation where, a roundup where they're talking about something which you believe should be a presentation. And you want to put it onto a car park, which the car park is where you put challenges that are brought up in forum to talk about either later on at a future forum or of course at the current forum. But you may believe that this challenge that you didn't know about is so massive that they must talk about now. You must have the ability to deviate from the agenda to do that. Sometimes you have to move things on your agenda to the next meeting or out because you will face challenges within your forum that are so critical that you believe they must be spoken about now. I've seen in the past a lot of people set up their timekeeper, their agenda, so rigidly that they forget the point of forum. I've seen timekeepers actually go to someone who is talking about something which is critical to their business. They brought out something which is critically 5% and whoop, the timer's gone off, 5 minutes, sorry, you can't talk anymore, next. Which defeats the purpose of forum. So the recommendation I would give you for making sure your forums remain within that time frame that you want to put it into. Make sure your forums are prepared. Make sure your agenda is prepared and you have times allocated and everyone understands what the purpose is for the agenda to stick to it. But also remember that sometimes you need to decide to deviate from that and the forum needs to understand why and how you do that. As always, if anyone's got any comments whatsoever, please leave them below. As always, if you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and punch that button right now. And as always, I'll see you in the next episode.